She's green, not She-Hulk. She has a floppy lightsaber, even though this one is not floppy. Yes, today we are taking a look at another Acolyte lightsaber. This is the lightsaber of
Master Vernestra.
Let's get at it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. So yeah, we're taking a look at another Acolyte lightsaber. Now, I know this show is very polarizing, but we're here for lightsabers. I mean, let's face it, she does kind of have a limp lightsaber. Now, I'm not quite a fan of the whip, but if you watch here, it actually comes out as a solid lightsaber, and it seems she can alter its properties and turn it into a whip, which I thought was really cool, and while I was reading over on Wikipedia, they seem to confirm that. However, this one is not a whip. This one comes with a blade, so if you're looking for just a simple lightsaber, this might be for you. Well, let's pull up the Wikipedia for a second, because I really don't know anything about Vernestra. Vernestra, who lived during the High Republic era, she was also occasionally nicknamed Vern.
Hey, Burns, I just love these outer space movies, don't you?
She wielded a unique purple lightsaber that could elasticize its blade to become a light whip. But there's some decent information here if you want to dig up a little bit more information about Vernestra. Whether or not you like the character, I totally understand, but we're here to just check out lightsabers, and that show delivered us a bunch of new lightsabers. So this one comes over to us from my good friends over at ArtSabers. I'll put a direct link and discount code for you down in the description if you want to check this and everything else that's over at ArtSabers. But before we dig on in, if you are new here, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out the channel and hanging out for another lightsaber review. And if you are a returning viewer, thanks so much for coming back. Let's dig on into this unboxing. Now, Vernestra's got a super simple lightsaber. I mean, you can't get any more basic than this. So this is one of those lightsabers that if you just want something to duel with, this is a lightsaber to duel with. There's zero things getting in your way of your hands. You can just twist and twist and twist, and you never have to worry about anything getting in your way. But this does have a little weight to it, by the way, so that was a little surprising on how heavy. Not like overly heavy, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. Now, it comes with all of the basic things. It comes with your tools and retention screws, USB drive for your SD card, another wrench. This is a Xeno V3, so you can use the Xeno Configurator app to go through everything. This is not the newest version of it. I'm really hoping that they come out with a new manual for the new Xeno app, because it's way more powerful than what's on here. And it does come with a blade plug. This is actually a NeoPixel blade plug, so it'll actually have a couple of LEDs in there, so when you turn it on, it will light up from the inside. A USB-C charging cable, and a nice, simple acrylic stand. And when you put that bad boy together, you'll have a nice stand for your saber. And of course, it comes with a blade. This is a 1-inch NeoPixel blade, 32 inches long. All right, let's take a closer look at the Vernestra lightsaber here. We really don't have much going on here, and I don't know a whole lot about her lightsaber. I've only seen a few photos, but the photos I have seen, I do think it had a couple of like little greeblies or something down here. Outside of that, everything else looks pretty good. Super simple lightsaber. So like I was saying before, I do think this would make a really good dueling lightsaber. It is a little heavy, like I was saying, but the blade depth is really nice on here. We're looking at 2 1/4, and let's pop that blade in so you can see about how much of the blade gets in there. So we're looking at all of that getting on in there. And that also opens up the option of putting one of these baselit converters in there. That way you don't have to use your NeoPixel blade to duel with. You can actually get a much cheaper baselit blade and pop one of these right on in there. And that way you can light up a baselit blade and not really worry too much about breaking that, because they're much cheaper, which I think is a great way to go if you want to do a lot of dueling. Let's see the weight on this. So we're looking at 1 pound, 7.4 ounces for this lightsaber. So like I was saying, a little hefty, but really not bad. All right, and digging on inside, we have our Xeno V3. All right, we have our kill switch here, turn that on. All right, we have an SD card there, our USB-C charging port, and our 18650 battery.
Power on.
And of course, we are lined with LEDs. Now, as always, I'm going to make sure that the firmware and everything in the Xeno is updated. So let's grab our app. Now, in the packet of retention screws, we have some tiny ones and we have some longer ones. Now, we're gonna grab a couple of the longer ones for the blade retention. All right, make sure we're working. Nice.
App connected. App disconnected. App connected.
So like many of you, I do have some problems with connectivity problems with Bluetooth. A lot of the times I find that if I take it out of the hilt itself, I think the aluminum and everything just blocks the signals and interrupts a lot of that connection. So sometimes I know the exact settings I want. So a lot of times I'll just pull it out and just put it right next to the phone and I'll just put my settings in. So let's see if this works.
App connected.
All right, and we have a perfect connection. So I pretty much know what I want to do. I'm going to update the firmware. I'm going to adjust the blade size for 32 inches, and I'm going to turn on a couple settings. So let's go right over to the firmware, because sometimes the firmware update is a major help. So let's update this and let that run for a moment. Now, as the filming of this video, I believe we should be on 1.3.1, I think. A lot of times that has helped my Bluetooth connection. All right, so we are fully updated. Let's get this bad boy back on.
Power on. App connected.
All right. I have this at about 117 pixels. For the blade, I want to turn on countdown, and sometimes I turn on some of these other things. We're going to leave it off for this video, but do explore with these little tabs and everything too, because there's some really cool features like multi-block mode and multi-lockup mode and stuff like that. I like those. So now in the app, when I turned on countdown, that's really to activate an extra sound on the menu system when you're using the hilt. Pretty much most of the stuff that's actually in the app is on the hilt itself. You just have to know how to get to it. And it's really simple because it's just inconvenient to have to pull out your phone, connect your phone to the hilt and like get into the settings. So as long as you have a few of the configurations done, you're pretty good to go. So I'll show you where the volume is really quick. Now listen to the extra beep. This is the sound of the countdown little knob that you turn on.
Volume low.
So that first beep is that countdown.
Volume high.
All right, 3 volumes. And the next one is,
Steady.
that is your blade style. Next one is,
Broken ignition.
that's your ignitions. And the fourth one,
Moonfield.
that's your fonts. Now with your fonts, that's going backwards. If you want to go forwards, it's really easy. Upside down and twist counterclockwise.
The Chosen. New Horizon. The Dark Sword.
And you can pretty much do the same thing with the color. It's going to be upside down and twist. So turn it on. And you're going to hold the button and either twist clockwise or counterclockwise.
Color change.
All right, that's going to go into quick color. Then you hit the button to select.
Color selected.
All right, now hold the button and clockwise.
Color change.
All right, that's going to go into a twist mode, kind of like what Profi's like. So you can go really slow and fine tune it. And whenever you find the color you want, you just click your button. And you can also do the color by holding up and pushing it for 2 seconds.
Color change.
All right, that's going to go into the infinite color. All right, when you find the color you want,
Color select.
just click. Twist on, twist off. Got your blocks. Flash on clash. Lock up. Now it comes with 34 installed fonts, which is pretty awesome. It's got a ton of different options there. Have your accent swings. Hear that? Hear all those different accents that come in?
Wanderer.
One of my favorite fire blades. It's actually really nice. So this is really one of those lightsabers that it's hard to hold it in a wrong spot. I mean, outside of like the button being right there, I mean, you can hold it up here, right near the button. All right, my friends, that is about it. This is Master Vernestra's lightsaber from the Acolyte. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll put a direct link and discount code for you down in the description. Thank you so much to ArtSabers for sending this over for everybody to check out. Also coming up, I have Jackie's lightsaber, so you're gonna wanna check this out too. This is actually a pretty cool looking lightsaber. Up top there, it's got really nice heat staining. So as soon as I get this done, I'll link it right at the end of the video so you can check this out and help support the channel simply by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button for upcoming videos. I have a lot more lightsabers coming and a bunch of 6 scale figures that I don't think you're gonna wanna miss. All right, I will see you all on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.